Hey everyone, what's up? How you guys been? I've been, let's just say, I done found love, done lost love, all in one breath. um, okay, I'll speak a little bit about it because I'm kind of private with my love life. Okay, so I am the Gape Love speaker slash fashion designer, aka. um, Now, if you're getting married soon, please check out our website, tumbatumba.com, for bridal designs, Afrocentric bridal designs. So that's tumbatumba.com, just like the IG name. But you take out the 2019, okay? All right, so today's topic is intuition. Now, guys, when you trust your intuition, you are practicing self-love. Okay, so I know some of us have a block in trying to, well, the way this society, especially religious organizations, demonize following your intuition or having abilities beyond the five senses has been demonized by religious organizations, despite the fact that Jesus, well, for especially Christians, this is for Christians. It was despite the fact that Jesus was found by blah 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 blah. All right, so the star had to be followed for Jesus to be found. So that's part of astrology, following the stars, and also his purpose was premonition, or was predicted by many. Oh, I have hair. Oh my gosh, is that my dog hair? Or is that my extensions? All right. Yeah, there were many premonitions, or a handful of premonitions, about Jesus's purpose before he came to be. So, so that's like contradictory for religious organizations to demonize your ability beyond the five senses. But everybody has that ability because we're all the image of God, and then yeah, so it's biblical, right? So in the Bible, when it says we are the image of God, it is literal. It's literal. We are the image of God, and we have abilities beyond the five senses. So that's why it's important to trust your intuition, because it becomes stronger. The more you trust it, the stronger it becomes, right? The more you it's like building up a muscle. So the more you acknowledge your intuition and trust your intuition, it's like building up a muscle. It becomes stronger and stronger and stronger. So I am going to give you an example of intuition. Okay. So I'm going to talk a little bit about my just previous relationship. Without giving away too much or protecting the person. So I went on a couple of dates last year with this person, and he decided, it's better for friends, right? He decided to be friends, right? So this year for my birthday, we're supposed to come, for my birthday in August, and you know how. Women, well, I guess men and women, you kind of, a part of you is like, like Mariah Carey's song, someday, boy, you gonna pay, right? Oh, you're like, anyway, he gonna fall in love with me someday, right? He won't be able to resist, so that was like a little part of it, So, but if you don't, we're cool as friends. So when he came for my birthday, right? The whole birthday weekend, blah blah blah. I was going to LA for a club quarantine, and he dropped me off at the airport, and he kissed me on the lip. Now, I ask you, brothers and sisters, is that even legal for someone to to do that to you? I ask you, brothers and sisters. Anyway, so and of course, when I got there, I was thinking about him. It's like planting a kid. So I had to come back and talk about it, right? But anyway, so was it my intuition that he'd make a comeback, or was it a coincidence, right? So I would say this is an example of acknowledging your intuition. So I would say this was my intuition, and this was a time to trust that it was my intuition. And sometimes we think, oh, it was just a coincidence, blah, 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 But acknowledging it as maybe it was your intuition, like subconsciously deep down, or your spirit knew that this person was going to make a comeback, right? So that's an example of acknowledging your intuition, and then you're gonna you working that muscle, and it becomes stronger and stronger and stronger. Okay. So, well, the whole thing didn't work out, but that's besides the point. That's besides the point. The relationship didn't work out, but that's besides the point. So that's what I wanted to say about your intuition. I'm sure there was someone or some event in your life where you had a gut feeling and then that came true. I would say, from my experience, you are at least 1% wrong when you use your intuition. Of course, sometimes you're wrong, but when you use your intuitions, most likely you'll be 1% wrong. Okay? So your intuition and your abilities beyond the five senses is actually evidence, like tangible evidence that we, like in the Bible it would say, Christians would know that we are one body. And when Jesus says we are one body, he means in spirit. Okay, so that's why we know things about each other, but we're not aware that we know everything about each other, because we are one body in spirit. So so that's why it's contradictory for religious organizations to demonize those who are in tune or aware that we are one body and we have these abilities to know everything about each other. Okay. So I'm just trying to make sure I cover everything. So another way to acknowledge your intuition is also acknowledging the synchronicities in your life. Okay, I'm just trying to see. Yeah, acknowledge that synchronicities are not coincidence. So that's how you I guess it's kind of the same thing about what I just said before. Acknowledge that synchronicities are not coincidence. It's your intuition. Okay? And you can also do silent meditation. That strengthens your intuition as well. That's a how-to. Okay? One, acknowledge that synchronicities are not coincidence. Two, you could also do silent meditation, and that's going to strengthen your intuition, and it's become stronger and stronger. I'm going to give you an example on how my intuition became stronger. So each time, like for me nowadays, it's like whenever I need to get in touch with someone, I don't need to call them anymore. They somehow get in touch with me, right? So I would say out of 3 people or 4 people that I needed to get in touch with, only one person doesn't get in touch with me that day that I think about. So so it's like a regular thing for me, and you get things done quicker because whoever you think about will get in touch with you like that day, and it'll be at the time that I need them to get in touch with me with. So that's an example of how your intuition can start becoming stronger and stronger. So basically, that's what I wanted to say about intuition. Uh, so just a quick review. Acknowledge your intuition, and as far as synchronicities, they are acknowledge that they are synchronicity and your intuition, as opposed to calling them a coincidence. You can also do silent meditation, and your ability will become stronger and stronger. So yeah, I think that's all. I'm just trying to see if I covered everything. Yeah, and everybody knows everything about each other. We're just not aware of it because we're all one body in Christ. Well, for Christians, we call it one body in Christ, and it is in spirit form. It's not physical. Nothing Christ was talking about is physical. Every time he said something, he was talking about the spirit realm. And he had to use metaphors and all these parables to explain it, to translate it into physical form. But he's really talking about the spirit realm. Okay, you guys. Oh my gosh, it's so good to talk to you guys again. So if you're watching this, you planned this as a spirit baby. You planned for us to for us to talk about this as a spirit baby, for you to hear this information as a spirit baby. We are soulmates. Okay, that's why we are soulmates. So you guys, peace and soul. Thank you for watching.